Hello, Year 2. This week your home learning pack was focused on the human body, and now we'll go through the answers for the Spag section. Now this first exercise is very similar to what you've been doing all throughout your home learning packs. It says correct the sentences in your best handwriting and add the correct punctuation. So the first sentence says, the human body has many different organs. Now, beginning of my sentence, I always need to have a capital letter here. And then there's a capital letter here, but we need to think about whether that needs to be there. Do we have a capital letter in the middle of a sentence? We can sometimes, but only if it's a proper noun, if it's a name of a person, of a country maybe, if it's a name. The word human is not a name, so we're going to need a lowercase h. The human body has many different. So we have another capital letter here. Again, it's not a name, so it needs a lowercase letter, and the letter O here also needs a lowercase o. Now, are we done with our sentence? The human body has many different organs. So I don't think there's anything else missing except the very end we need to add a full stop. Good, let's look at our next sentence. Oxygen is taken around the body in the blood. Now we already have a capital letter at the very beginning, so that's great. Oxygen is taken. Now we have a capital letter here. Again, we need to consider, is this a name? If it's not, then we need to add a lowercase t. And then there's something strange about this word as well. It's spelt with two N's, but I don't think we need two of them. We only need one N to spell the word taken. Oxygen is taken around the body. Again, this word, there's two D's, but we only need one D to spell the word. Oxygen is taken around the body in the blood. Lovely. We also already have the punctuation at the end, so that's great. Let's have a look at the last one. Humans have 32 teeth in their mouths. Good, so we have a capital letter at the beginning again, so that's perfect. Humans have 32 teeth. Now we have a capital letter here, and right away we should know this is not a name, so it needs a lowercase t. Humans have 32 teeth in their mouths. Now the word there here is spelt incorrectly. Okay, the word that we're looking for is T-H-E-I-R. There. So it belongs to someone. Humans have 32 teeth in their mouths, in humans' mouths. And then we also need a small m for the word mouths and a full stop at the end. Once you finish your exercise, it would be great if you could write your sentences out so that you could practice your cursive handwriting. Again, you need to remember your ascenders, you need to remember to use your descenders, and you also need to remember to use finger spaces in between each word. Also to remind you, Miss Buckley created a wonderful video a few weeks ago explaining how to do your cursive handwriting, and she demonstrated it, and it's very, very helpful. So if you'd like to have a look, go to that. It's in the Spag video from the Space Pack on YouTube. The second exercise says, can you complete the sentences with the appropriate conjunctions? And I'll give you 10 seconds to quickly name as many conjunctions as you can remember. Okay, so these are some of the ones that I've come up with. I remembered so. I also remembered yet. I've remembered because. I've remembered and I remembered the conjunction but. Now there are lots and lots more, but these are some of the important ones that you can use in your sentences. So here are the 4 sentences that you need to complete. You need to use some of the conjunctions you came up with earlier and decide which one fits best to finish off the sentence. For example, children lose their teeth but soon grow new ones. Okay, you need to try to make sentences as exciting as possible, and remember to read through them afterwards to make sure that they all make sense. The third exercise says, can you complete the sentences by adding commas and apostrophes where needed? Now, even though commas and apostrophes might look quite similar, there is a difference. Commas are placed on the line, and apostrophes are placed higher up above letters and in between some letters. So you might use commas when you have a list of adjectives or a list of objects, items, and you need a comma to replace the word and. Apostrophes can be used for two different reasons. You can use them when something belongs to someone else, or you can use them when you're joining two words to make one. So let's have a look whether we need to add any commas or apostrophes. The first sentence says, the lungs are important for us to breathe, laugh, and talk. Now in this sentence, we don't need any apostrophes, nothing belongs to anyone, but we do need to add a comma in between the word breathe and laugh, okay? Because we could replace the comma with the word and. The lungs are important for us to breathe and laugh and talk. We could do that, but it doesn't sound as good, so instead of having the word and, we replace it with a comma. The second sentence says, I can't find my tooth, called the small boy. Now, in this sentence, we've joined the two words cannot to make the word can't. So we need to add an apostrophe here to show that we've joined the two words. There's also another punctuation that is missing. Okay, can anyone spot it in this sentence? Something needs to be added here before the inverted commas. Now you could put a comma there, but I would use an exclamation mark because I think this small boy is calling out. He's saying so excitedly, so an exclamation mark would be best. Third sentence says, there was a huge skeleton in Ian's house. Now the house belongs to Ian, so we'd need to add a apostrophe here to show it is his belonging. Next sentence says, Miss Jackson's friend broke her leg and tried to walk, but she couldn't. So Miss Jackson's friend. So the friend is Miss Jackson, so we need an apostrophe here. And we also have joined two words to make the word couldn't. The words could and not have joined together, so we need to add an apostrophe again to show that two words have been joined. The last exercise for this video is the spellings. You need to make sure that you're practicing your spellings all throughout the week so that you can get more familiar with the words. For extra practice, you can write sentences using the words, and you could also use a dictionary to find the definitions of each word. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week.